So carrying on with percentage of amounts, today we're going to look at 1% of an amount. So as I've also said previously, we've learnt all of these equal facts. So 1% is the same as 1/100th, which is the same as 0.01 because that 1 is in the hundredths column. So we know that 1% is the same as 1/100th. To find 1/100th of an amount, we divide by 100. Therefore, to find 1% of an amount, you divide by 100. So that's what we're going to do today. So I've got some questions here to help us. 1% of 600 is the same as 600 divided by 100. Now these numbers are probably going to be too large to use on your times table square, but they can use it to help them. If not, a place value chart will be pretty practical as well. They can count in their hundreds because they need to know how many 100s fit into 600, so they can count using their fingers. They can do drawings. We know that there are 6 100s in 600. Okay, and again, check it using the inverse. 6 times 100 is 600. Going on to a slightly more trickier question. Again, some children might be able to do this in their head, some might need to draw it out. So I've drawn a nice place value chart, just reminding that when we are multiplying numbers, they get bigger and go to the left. When we are dividing numbers, they get smaller, so they go to the right. Okay, because we're dividing by 100, 100 has 2 placeholders in, so they're moving 2 places. So unlike when we did 10%, 10% had 1 placeholder, you moved 1 place. We're dividing by 100, which has 2 placeholders, so you're moving the number 2 places. So make sure your children write the whole number in the place value grid correctly. So the 2 is 2000, so I write the digit 2 in the 1000 column. 3 is 300, writing in the hundreds column, and then putting my 2 placeholders in the 10 and the ones place. Now, as I said, we're dividing, so the numbers are moving to the right. 2 placeholders, so 2 places. So I'm going to move my 2 from my thousands into my hundreds into my tens place. And I move my 3 from my hundreds into my tens into my ones place. As I said previously, some children like to put in the decimal numbers as well, so the number reads the same, the digit order stays the same. 2300, 2300. They can write the number as 23, 2 tens, 3 ones, or 23.00. I'm happy with either. Now, moving on to a trickier question, because some of your children might want to go into their decimals. So if we had something like 1% of 360, we can write 360 into our place value chart. So 300s, 6 tens, no ones. We're moving it 2 places because it's 2 placeholders. So the 3 is going to go from the hundreds column into the tens, into the ones. The 6 is going to go from the tens to the ones to the tenths, and the 0, if the child wants to, goes from the ones to the tenths to the hundreds. Now we must remember to put in our decimal point. So our number is 3.6, 3 ones, 6 tenths, or 3.60, because some children might want to write the hundreds in. So we did 360 divided by 100, which equals 3.6. Again, children may want to use quite tricky numbers. So I'm going to show you an example where children might make that error. So if you had the number 608, now you're still doing 608 divided by 100. Now, remember the digit order, 608. In my class, I tell them that the numbers have to move as a family. So that stays and moves in the direction together. So we have 600s, no tens, and 8 ones. A lot of children will try and remove the 0, but you don't want to do that. You want to keep the digits in the same order. So moving the 6 2 places from the hundreds to the tens to the ones, moving the 0 2 places from the ones into the tenths, and then moving the 8 into the tenths and then the hundredths. And then we're not forgetting our placeholder. So if the child took out the 0, your answer would be 6.8, which would be incorrect. So make sure those digits stay in order. 2300, 360, 608. Okay, so the answer over here would be 6.08. I hope that makes sense. Thank you.